WBC, WBO unification lightweight title fight. Oh, what a left hook by Castillo, and Corrales is down. The mouthpiece comes out.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me, come to me. You all right? You want to continue?
Standing here, Mandalay Bay. Corrales coming back after being on the canvas twice here in the 10th. Now Castillo steps back. Corrales winging. Castillo's in trouble. Weak steps in, and the fight is over. Corrales with a remarkable, dramatic turnaround to win this fight. Unbelievable.
You know, I was in the sport for 11 years, and I was world champion 10 years. You know, I ain't here to, you know, when it comes July 18th, I ain't got to tell you guys what I'm going to do, because you already know what I'm going to do. He going to bring his A game, I'm going to bring my A game. And you know, like, once again, a small man would never retire me, and y'all know that. You know, I'm the king, I'm here to stay. I left on top, I came back on top. And you know, I'm here to fight and reclaim what's mine. I'm the king. Nobody has never took my throne. So how I'm not the king if nobody has took my throne?
Glad to be joined by Floyd Mayweather, who's about to step back in the ring July 18th against Juan Manuel Marquez. And I got to ask you here to speak for the entire sport, because you're the latest to do it. Why do boxers retire?
I don't know. I think it was a vacation for me, because I haven't had a layoff since this is my first layoff, actually, since 1987. My first layoff. I've never been away from the sport this long before, and I can't wait to get back in there. What else can I say?
Floyd Mayweather, one of the superstars in boxing today, and I, for one, can say I'm glad to see him back. We need more stars like him in boxing. He likes to play the bad boy image, but he's actually a really decent fella. Here we go, schedule of 12. After a 21-month layoff, Floyd Mayweather is back in action, and they've turned up en masse here at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas to see him. Marquez hasn't been able to touch him yet. He makes a miss with 2 shots there. He wants to get to the body of Floyd Mayweather, but he can't so far. Marquez kind of reaching for this guy who's so quick on his feet. Look at how quick he was with that hands that just go to separate by it. Marquez just made a statement. Right back with the left hook comes the speedy Mayweather. Oh, what's up, shots? And Marquez made a statement. Mayweather made his own statement. Marquez hit hard. Counts up to 6 and 7 and 8. He walks towards him. There's a lot of time remaining. If Floyd gets you in trouble, here's how to finish. He lands another hook. The legs are totally back by Marquez. Not only is he dominating the fight, he's dominating the statistics that go with it. Bob Sheridan here with Dave Bontempo. Marquez just can't figure this guy out at all. It's partially blocked this time. 35 seconds to go in the 4th round. Mayweather just continues to outbox him with jabs, movement. Look at this defense. Unbelievable. For you young boxing fans that are watching Floyd Mayweather, you're seeing one of the, if not the greatest defensive fighter of all time. I mean, that's how strong I feel about him. And tonight I did my 875th world title fights. I've seen a lot of it. I mean, Marquez is a great warrior, and he's handling like a schoolyard kid. Marquez got all the determination in the world, trying to do something with this guy who's back and forth. Now he stops, gets the left foot back, bounces left, back to his right. The split second that it takes for you to see it and your brain to react and your hand to be thrown, Mayweather's gone. I mean, because it's just a split second thing.
And here's another thing, a sneaky right hand lead from a right hand fighter. That's usually what a southpaw would do to you. But Mayweather can move one direction and then throw a trailing lead right hand on this guy. Here's Mayweather. That's the right hand. He leans back and scores with a right hand after it looks like he might jab.
When he comes in close, watch the way Mayweather gets that right hand up by the right hand. There's the sneaky right hand lead that we're waiting for. But he'll dictate when he throws it. You think he's set up and he's ready to throw it. Open right hand by Marquez. And again, Mayweather rolls away from the punch. This is a sneaky right-hand lead again by Floyd. Not pushing it, just comfortably outboxing this guy. Marquez with body shots, but no damage done at all to Floyd Mayweather, who's dictating the idea that he sits there. Now she's come on and hit him. Marquez, believe me, would love to be able to do that. And Floyd just grins at him. How frustrating is that for a competitor like Juan Manuel Marquez? Big right hand. That one buckled the knees for just a second for the Olympic team. So the layoff has done him good. Chopping right hand by Floyd Mayweather.
Marquez often throwing more punches than Mayweather, but landing a scant percentage.
And that goes directly to what we talked about in terms of this guy being one of the great defensive fighters of all time. Marquez having a decent round here with a minute to go. Sets him up with a jab, then blasts him to the body and the ribs.
That body shot hurt.
Yes, it did. Good shots landed here. Five-time world champion Juan Manuel Marquez couldn't make the adjustment up at the 140s in the welterweight division, at least not with this guy. But nobody else in the world has ever been able to do it either.
And this is a lot better to watch than an early or a mid-range knockout, because we've been able to see Mayweather showcase so much. And this is a great exhibition of how to combine the best of offense and defense.
In his office, he's dictated the entire fight. Closing seconds of the fight now, and a brilliant, brilliant victory for Floyd Mayweather Jr. Sensational performance by a sensational fighter.
12 rounds of boxing for the heavyweight championship of the world. Introducing first, in the blue corner, wearing red and weighing 250 pounds, this 1968 Olympic gold medalist has a professional record of 72 victories against 4 losses. 67 of those victories have come by way of knockouts, and his KO to win ratio is the greatest in heavyweight history. And tonight, he comes into this ring looking to add his name to another page of heavyweight history. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing.
But tonight, he's looking to turn back the clock against that man, Michael Moorer. He's young, he's determined, and he's a betting favorite with the bookies. Big George, durable, tough and hard, but at the same time, that much older, and therefore possibly that much more vulnerable as the fight progresses. That's the logic, that's the thinking. Joe Cortez has been an invisible man up until this point. That's a good right hand. Stopped Moorer in his tracks. George looked for it. In fact, George has spent the best part of 2 minutes looking for it. Big George not afraid to take the shot. There's the right hand again, left himself open for the counter. Took the counter on his shoulder. There's the right hand again. That's a good right hook, a southpaw right hook. And George Foreman forced the hole for the 4th round. George breathing heavy, having to suck it up. Still dangerous with the right there. You saw that right hand at the end of the round there. Still landed stiffly. Still feeling the force of it. George Foreman looking to turn back the clocks and regain the heavyweight title. I sense that Michael Moorer will be getting the facts of life and Teddy Atlas in about 80-odd seconds time. Big George, that's a jarring right hand. Moorer took it on, it's another right hand and a great comeback jab and a superb short right uppercut there for Michael Moorer, followed by a right hook. But George is coming forward, right cross, left hook. It's the 6th round of the fight that most people didn't expect to go 6 rounds. George over the front foot, going forward, Moorer battling desperately to try and push him back. You can't push a bulk like that backwards if he's coming at you throwing punches. The best thing you can do is not get caught. Moorer's not doing very well at that. Another jarring right hand. Moorer battling back with his own jabs. Foreman another right hand. It's the best round so far. Crushing right hook there. Oh, most boxing fans, certainly most of the people inside the MGM Grand here, will want him to, will expect him to, and will be willing him on. It's the last 10 of the 8th round. That's busy. Punches. George hurt. Stumbling slightly. Made to miss. Caught with big shots and seemingly having no reply. That was a massive Michael Moorer round. Tactic. Foreman, powerful, big round. Best round so far for George Foreman, I think. Good jabs. Michael Moorer needs to go back to working. That's it! It's a short right hand! There is no way he's getting up from that. Give it a right hand. He started that round fast. And he finished it with a superb right hand. Bob Arum in there giving him a kiss, a belated kiss. Michael Moorer still uncertain what's happening. Stand up, Michael, says Teddy. Don't stand up. George still on his knees, praying, but that will also be exhaustion. What a shock. What a shocking turnaround. One of the all-time greatest upsets. That was the finish that nobody really predicted. That was the finish that Michael Moorer had ruled out. That was the finish that George Foreman promised. Champion of the world again at 45 years of age.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Muhammad Ali has just refused to be inducted into the United States Armed Forces. Notification of his refusal is being made to the United States Attorney, the State Director of the Selective Service System, and the local Selective Service Board for whatever action deemed to be appropriate.
Champ, how did they treat you in there? How did they treat you, Champ?
You get down, please. Respectable.
He is presumed to be innocent until his guilt is established beyond a reasonable doubt, and in the end, if he is, if his case is reversed, assuming he may be convicted, which we don't think he will be, then he remains innocent until he has finally lost on appeal, if there is to be a loss.
As you know, the heavyweight champion of the world has just made his decision. He has rejected induction into the United States military forces. It is also his personal choice at this time to issue no statements, to talk to no one, though he has consented to sit here before this camera with this reporter. He has issued a written statement, however, a copy of which I have in my hand, and the nub of which is simply this. He has taken the action that he has taken based upon his personal convictions and with a full realization of the implications and possible consequences.
And I will say here boldly now on television, no, I will not go 10,000 miles from here to help murder and kill another poor people simply to continue the domination of white slave masters over the darker people of the earth.
Sometimes when a man refuses because of religious beliefs to go into the service and wear a uniform, the government will assign them to work possibly in a hospital, a federal hospital or something like this as a civilian. Would you agree to this?
No, sir. I don't know, sir. I won't participate. No, sir. I'm a minister, preacher from the stand of rostrum. I'm not a marcher. Mm-hmm. But I will say here that I have in my press release that I've said it once and I will say it again. The real enemies of my people are right here, not in Vietnam.
Do you think that Cassius Clay is morally justified in opposing the draft as far as he says he will take it?
Oh, I certainly do. I think that he's doing what he is doing on the basis of conscience. I've talked with him about it, and I think he's absolutely sincere. And when you speak of the moral justification for it, that's one thing, and that's the highest and best justification, but it's also legally justified to be a conscientious objector. This is guaranteed by the Selective Service Act, and this is what he is contending that he is, a conscientious objector to war in general and to this particular war in Vietnam, and I would strongly endorse his actions on the basis of conscience. I would not dare stand in the way of one who, on the basis of moral conscience, takes a position as he is presently taking.
From Louisville, Kentucky, he's wearing white trunks. He weighs 213 and a half. Return of the champion, Muhammad Ali.
Clay in the white trunks, Corey in the blue. 15 rounds. In a good right. 2 minutes. There's also no question that the former heavyweight champion is in fine physical condition. He has done a lot of road work, and he obviously is ready to go. Left hook, his best punch. Left and right by Clay on the combination. Good left hand by Clay, coming backwards on the punch. Jerry Corey in the blue trunks, trying to work to the inside. And of course, Clay, having the superior speed, has effectively so far stayed out of range of that left hook. Clay is using that left jab just like a piston, constantly keeping Corey off balance by hammering it out there. There's a slight redness above the right eye of Jerry Corey. A cut over Corey's left eye. Cut is bleeding profusely. And once again, left and right combination by Clay. Corey is fighting back, but the cut has been opened. There's the bell to end round 3. Jerry Corey going back to the corner. While his trainer, Teddy Bentham, Lou Gross, and Willie Ketchum go to work on that cut. Referee Tony Perez standing directly above Corey's corner, watching him. And Perez is calling for the doctor. Corey is upset about it. Trying to hold him back. Referee Tony Perez has signaled the fight is over, apparently because of an eye cut.
It's a terrible cut, Tom. You and I both can see it.
There's no doubt about it being a very bad cut.
Just 5 months after regaining his title, Evander faced the dangerous Michael Moorer. Evander was injured in the second round, tearing the rotator cuff of his left shoulder.
Give me some water. Give me some water. Go my shoulder, my left shoulder.
He continued fighting, but he was waging an uphill battle.
It was an instance of Evander's unlimited courage overwhelming his judgment.
Moorer won in a split decision. Evander, spent, defeated, in agonizing pain, was on the verge of collapse. He was rushed to the hospital, where he was given fluids for dehydration and morphine for the shoulder pain. In the course of the examination, doctors discovered a problem in Evander's heart.
My nephews and my trainer, them got tears in their eye. They thinking I'm getting ready to die.
Evander was airlifted to the Heart Treatment Center at Emory University. X-rays showed that Evander had an undiagnosed heart ailment. He had fought his entire career with a condition that restricted the flow of oxygen through his body.
He has a condition known as a non-compliant left ventricle.
Advised by doctors never to fight again, Evander announced his retirement in April of '94.
I still got money. And I'm still gonna live good. The only thing I got to do now is find out what else God want me to do.
He found the answer 2 months later at a Christian revival meeting. The preacher was the controversial faith healer, Benny Hinn.
I go see Benny Hinn. Benny Hinn tell me I'm healed. Benny Hinn said, go back to the doctor. Tell that doctor to check you again.
The Lord is telling me right now, he is repairing Holyfield's heart completely.
They checked me and said, you know, if anybody can live to 100 years old, you can.
Whether you want to call it a miracle, a spiritual happening, however you term it. You know, it happened, and it's real.
I'm sure Evander really believes that God healed him, and who am I to say God didn't heal him?
Keep in mind, Mitch Halpern was criticized for not stopping the Ruelas-Garcia fight last year, in which Garcia died. We'll see if he's overly cautious. And as expected, Mike Tyson comes out fast.
As soon as he hit him, he got his attention, and Mike looks like he's going to take his time. He's so strong that it's unbelievable how difficult it is to move Mike.
Let go of there, let go. How will Holyfield respond to these early brawling tactics? A straight right hand, a quick right by Tyson. Tyson then with a left uppercut. The crowd behind Holyfield.
Or what he wants, a sort of boxing match rather than just these big slugging.
Holyfield comes back with a left hook. Holyfield with a combination to Tyson's head.
You know what? There you saw Evander Holyfield throw a nice body shot.
Holyfield's coming close a lot. We've been wondering.
Oh, a straight right hand by Tyson that landed. As we head for the bell. They continue to go after the bell.
I'll tell you what, the crowd thought that Mike was hurt. Mike had a good shot.
A combination by Holyfield to the head of Tyson. Again, something unusual. Oh, a straight left hand by Holyfield. It's been Tyson holding on.
I'll tell you what, this is going to be a long fight like this. You know, it's just going to be long. Holding every time they get close, and they get close a lot. Because Evander's not retreating. It was the tail end of my honeymoon, that November 8th.
Ooh. Holyfield coming on. A right uppercut. Counter punch combination by Tyson. But Holyfield getting the better of that duel.
Evander Holyfield is disorganizing Tyson. He's keeping him out of his attack.
That hurt. It was a right uppercut to the body and left hook to the chin. I'll tell you what, that got Evander's attention, and good.
Tyson unleashing uppercuts to the body, digging to the chin. Now the jab of Holyfield. The right hook by Holyfield.
Tyson.
And Evander has the reach. He should use that jab more.
After 4 rounds, they'll go to the scorecards on an accidental foul. Now both wailing away. What an exchange. It's in a minute in round 6.
Holyfield's closing this round like a champion, like the overachieving warrior that he is.
Oh, down goes Tyson. A left hook. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That was a body shot. I think he was a little more balanced.
Note the time. 35 seconds left in the 6th.
Evander Holyfield is letting it all hang out.
They continue to battle after the bell. Holyfield has always known in the past what tools to bring to a fight, and he's proving it again here. Look at this toe-to-toe action.
This is what makes this sport so great. You can't really handicap it.
Oh, a straight right hand by Evander Holyfield that shook Tyson momentarily.
He got Mike's attention. Mike's firing back, and now the slugfest ensues. That's not Evander's fight, but he's...
Tyson missing and Holyfield countering with a right uppercut.
First real signs of weariness on Holyfield. First real signs.
Oh, a straight right combination by Holyfield. Holyfield looking to air it out.
Holyfield's unloading now. He's taking a shot. He's going for it.
Oh, Tyson's in trouble. Holyfield smothers Tyson. Looking to put Tyson down and end the fight. Tyson is not in trouble. He's saved by the bell.
Mike is out on his feet. Evander's got to be careful here to hold on, but he has fought a perfect fight.
No matter what happens from here on in, we are looking at a sports legend in the purple trunks, Evander Holyfield. Holyfield continues to dig in. A left hook to the head. He's got Tyson in trouble. Tyson's ready to go. A straight right hand. The Talbot stops the fight, and Holyfield has won.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's the most unbelievable thing I've ever been privileged to witness.
Mayhem. It is Bedlam.